Alright, hey guys, this is Eve. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. This channel is dedicated to exploring various topics of the metaphysics and looking at them from a very occult standpoint. I am really in a pissed off mood right now. I came to the pool so I could actually get a little grounded or whatever the case is, but I don't know. Like I said, this bitch next to me was fucking with me. She was like, "This is my seat," and I was like, "No," I said, "I put my towel here, honey, so I could have a place to sit when I come out the pool." And she was like, "No, this is mine," and so I was just like, "Oh, okay," because she had her daughter sitting on my chair. And so, I was just wanted to tell her that, with a B negative blood type, I don't have respect for big people or little people in a way. You know what I mean? I could see right into people, right? Auras and stuff like that. So, oracally speaking, her and her child was very nasty. So I said, well, being a law-abiding citizen or what have you, and following the rules, this was my seat. And so as a result, that seat doesn't mean much. You need to go find you another one. So eventually she did leave. Okay. But, like I said, it just kind of ticked me off because I'm always about respecting people and being really super duper nice to people. And people are super duper shitty to me, and so I feel like with a person like me, it's very, it's not wise to be super shitty to a bitch like me or what have you, but that's okay. Like I said, if I were somebody else, I wouldn't fuck with a bitch like me. So, very much in a very negative space or whatever the case is, but I feel like this is very fitting for this video because I'm talking about pickmeishas in this video. Okay, so you're like, okay, what is a pickmeisha? A pickmeisha is a smear campaign by Rome. Okay, so basically, and this is for the, let me also put the disclaimer out there too. That's the thing, I forgot my disclaimer because I'm in a pissy mood. But this video is for what you would call the 144,000 in the Bible. And so the 144,000 are Jews, basically, that have a very rare blood type. And so if you are an Rh negative or you have Rh negative blood type, you represent 15% or less of the world's population. If you are black, then you're even more rare, so you're 4% or less. So so I just want to put that out there. But anyway, I want to talk about pick-me or pick-me chicks, or what they would call pickmeishas. Okay, so a pickmeisha is a smear campaign by Rome to destroy Jews. Because oftentimes, like when you hear about stereotypes of pickmeishas, a pickmeisha is a woman that really empathizes more with a man, right, than a woman. And so, this whole campaign by Rome is to actually create women to be super feminine. Like, and feminine energy is very receiving, whereas masculine energy is very giving. So like when I was pissed off at the beginning of this video, or whatever the case is, the thing is that I was giving her a lot of energy back. Like I wasn't hurt by it. I'm like, okay, you know what, since you gave me something, I'm going to give you something back that's even worse. Okay. So, basically that is the type of energy that's masculine. So a pick-me chick represents a certain aspect of masculinity, right? But they're also feminine. Like you can see, like right here, like right now, I'm feminine, right? To look at me, I look like a woman. I don't look like a dude, right? So-called stereotypically. I don't have a short haircut, or I guess what you would say, like dressing in like, clothes that don't have a sense of what you would call quote unquote, embellishment or flair or whatever the case is. Okay. So, there's a sense of femininity to me, but there's also a sense of masculinity where I can assert myself when needed. Okay. And give out energy. So the thing is that, this is a smear campaign, like I said, to destroy the Jews and also soulmates. Because a soulmate is somebody who embodies your ego. So the ego is supposed to be masculine and feminine. You see what I'm saying? This is a physical embodiment of your ego. Now the astral, or I would say your twin flame, is a physical embodiment of your astral body or your subconscious. So you go to the subconscious when you go to sleep every night, and eventually when you die. So if you meet your twin flame in this incarnation, that person is really there to destroy you, to destroy your soul. eventually. So it's always this push-pull type of relationship. But a pickmeisha is someone that you feel safe with. It's like, okay, I can be myself around this person, and this person is not going to judge me. You see what I'm saying? So I really like to, oh, it's hot. It's getting hot as hell out here. But anyway, I like to point, you know, these things out or whatever, and just say, don't fall for this whole thing, this pickmeisha campaign, and destroy, you know, the whole pickmeisha thing. A pickmeisha is just someone who a man can see. He can see himself in another person. Whereas with an extremely feminine woman, he cannot see himself within that woman. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like that movie. What's the movie again? Oh gosh, Coming to America. So in Coming to America, before Eddie Murphy, you know, decides to marry the woman that his father, that the country picked for him, he pretty much was like, okay, you know, let me get to know this person first. And so when he was trying to get to know the woman, you know, he was, you know, when he called her into the back room or whatever the case is, you know, she's like, am I not all that you hoped that I would be? And so he was like, oh, you're fine. But he was like, you know, I just want to get to know you. He was like, what do you like? You know, she was like, you know, I like whatever food you like, whatever music you like, you know, whatever you like. And so he was like, you'll do anything I say? She's like, yes. And so this is what Rome is trying to create. She's basically a slave. So he was going to marry a slave, someone to do what he wants, when he wants, how he wants it done. And so this is no balance. You see what I'm saying? So this is a representation of the masculine. Is my mascara running? But the masculine actually marrying the feminine. So the feminine receives energy, whereas the masculine gives energy. But you want someone who actually looks like you as well, who has some balance. So a real man will not want a super feminine woman. You know, he will want a woman that represents his balance of masculinity and femininity. And so, you know, I just want to put that out there. And, you know, I guess this was the time for me to do that because I'm super masculine, I'm super pissed off today, you know. So, you know, I just had to kind of shake that shit off of me or whatever the case is. You know, let you see a little bit of my dark side. Or what people would consider to be the darker side of my personality, because my personality is very, in the subconscious, very masculine, very much like, it's kind of weird, you know, because like I said, as an ego, I'm not like this so much. You know, like I said, going back to astrology and my ascendant sign, which is Pisces, which is very receiving energy, empathetic, loving, kind, accommodating. But my sun sign, my Scorpio sign, is very much about get you back. And so I'm embodying more of the sun, right? Embodying more of, I guess what you would say, a giving type of energy. And to, you know, really, like I said, be assertive and that type of thing. Okay. So I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Pickmeisha, you know, talk about the masculine, the feminine, right? Jews, you know, like I said, the Star of David is the intersecting triangles together. So one is the masculine, one's the feminine. So anyone who's not, you know, sporting the Star of David, or who doesn't, you know, feel like it's a representation of them, you know, in a way, directly or indirectly works for Rome, you know. So, you know, the Star of David is very important. As you can see, I have my Star of David on. And there's the zodiac signs all around it. So there's an intersection of masculine and feminine energy. And so, you know, there's this whole campaign to get rid of us, right? So souls won't come together, but, you know, astral bodies. And so the astral body is just there to cancel us out, right? Our twin flames. All right, guys. So this does it for me, or what have you. And I'm going to have a drink, or maybe 2, or maybe 3. And so I'll be happier when I come back in my next video. All right. Okay. All right, guys. See you in my next video.